Hi there, Andrew Lessman here, and I'm very excited to bring you our new Today Special, sneak peek at the Today Special, and this is one of everyone's favorite. It's our Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails. It's a product that was introduced about a quarter of a century ago, 25 years ago, before folks really looked at vitamin supplements as being able to be specialized and targeting a specific benefit or a specific need. Of course, we've had our CoQ10 for 36 years, we've had our Ultimate Eye for about 30 years, and we've had our Hair, Skin, and Nails for about 25 years. And it's transformed itself, it's evolved, it's improved, like hopefully we all do, over those 25 years. And our Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails now contains the key ingredient, our high bioavailability biotin. Our biotin at 10 times the levels of our original formula over 20 years ago. So that's an exciting transformation in this product. And the best part of all is over the years, we've increased its potency, which enabled so many of you to take a single capsule daily. I take 2 capsules daily. Muriel takes 2 capsules daily. But I think about half the folks using this product now take 1 capsule. And it's really easy to understand why. As great as the product was when we introduced it 25 years ago at 500 micrograms of biotin, again, our high bioavailability biotin, we now have 10 times more. So even at 1 capsule daily, you're at 5 times more than the original formula, as well as all the additional ancillary nutrients that biotin can't deliver its benefits without. So it truly is the most comprehensive hair, skin, and nail formula you're going to find. So at 1 capsule per day, and what we're doing for this Today Special, the lowest price we've ever had on our largest size, which is our 600 capsule supply. And that 600 capsule supply is going to be a little over $0.10 a capsule. So despite the expense of biotin, and biotin price has been skyrocketing of late, so going up significantly, despite that, this is our best pricing ever on the Today Special, a little bit more than $0.10 a capsule. So if you're taking 1 capsule a day, it's going to cost you a little bit more than, I guess, $30 or so a year. If you take 2 capsules a day, it's going to cost, what does that end up being, about $5 or $6 per month. So about the cost of one of those fancy coffees or cappuccinos for a month at 2 capsules a day, probably about a bottled water for 1 capsule a day. So again, that's just to underscore the affordability. And it's not these rock-hard tablets that are full of additives that have allergens and other kinds of ingredients in it that you don't want. It's 100% pure, ultra-fine powder in a small, easy-to-swallow capsule that will never upset your stomach. So when you're getting or trying to achieve the benefits that we struggle with, because the nutrients that support the most beautiful hair, skin, and nails are not readily available from our diet. So when we're taking a supplement for those benefits, that supplement shouldn't contain undesirable additives. If those undesirable additives were in our food, we'd send it back. If our favorite food came with binders or fillers or artificial colors or whatnot, we'd send it back. You should do the same thing with vitamins that are made in that fashion. So ours is 100% pure, also made with solar energy, so it's made responsibly as well. And many folks, a question I'm always asked, your product can't be that good if it's for hair and skin and nails. Each of those tissues requires a specialized formula, and any one formula that's good for all 3 can't be that good. And that is absolutely scientifically false. Absolutely patently false. No basis for that whatsoever. Our hair, our skin, our nails are all part of the same system in our body with the same nutrient requirements to perform their own version of that same synthesis. They basically use the same raw materials, the same tools, just the result is a little bit different. And that is why when you read the reviews, and on this product, we're not talking about a handful of reviews. We're talking about not 60, 70 reviews, which would be impressive, or 600 or 700 reviews, which would be really impressive. That'd be extremely impressive, I guess, more than most any product at HSN. We're talking about over 6,000 reviews. And of those reviews, I think almost 80% are perfect 5-star reviews, and over 90% are positive reviews. So it's a product that, as much as during the shows I tend to dwell on the science, because I love the science, that's the basis for the formula. The reviews are probably even more compelling, even more inspiring. And a product like this, it wouldn't have our lowest return rate. It wouldn't be our number one reorder product if it didn't work, if it didn't deliver benefits. And certainly, those reviews wouldn't be so perfectly consistent if the product didn't deliver. And again, I often feel like a broken record when I have to say this, because so many different websites kind of manage and manipulate their reviews and things like that. We do not. HSN does not. All of those reviews are from authenticated customers. In fact, if you're trying this for the first time and you bought it, and say you've been using someone else's product and you wanted to review it before you got your own bottle, you wouldn't be able to. You'd have to receive that bottle and have that bottle for a while before HSN systems will allow you to review it, because that's the only way it could be a valid review if you actually bought the product, got the product, used the product over a period of time. So that's the kind of trust you could place in HSN and their systems to make sure, unlike a lot of the wild, wild west out on the internet, that those reviews are valid and validated. And you should read them with interest. The average review, I think, is a couple of hundred words. Not the typical reviews you see, 5, 10 words, great product, you have to try it, whatever. No, these are impassioned, passionate, compelling, eloquent, very well-written reviews. And they're written in an interesting way. They're written really to share someone's personal experience because it might be relevant to you. And certainly for healthy hair, skin, and nails, many of us look at this as a vanity product. And before I made the product, that's what I dismissed it as. I really didn't want to make it. I probably had folks ask me for a decade to make a product that could support healthy growth of hair, skin, and nails. And I thought, no, that's a vanity product. I'm not making beauty products. But then the more I paid attention, the more I listened. And at that time, it was reading letters. That was old tech, snail mail. When I would read those letters, I realized that a lot of folks have challenges with their skin, and significant challenges that a product that could support the healthy growth of their skin could be life-changing for them. Or challenges, say, with their nails, or with their hair, that their hair won't grow out, it breaks off prematurely. Or same with their nails, they're dry, they're brittle, they're cracked, they have ridges in them. All of those issues I just mentioned, those are the kinds of things you read hundreds of times in the reviews. And even the kinds of words that are used in the reviews are the kinds of words that you don't expect for a vitamin supplement, frankly. Words that I wouldn't use, because for me, this is all about science. But for the folks who use the product, they refer to it as a miracle, as astounding, surprising, amazing, incredible. So when you read the reviews, you get a sense for how surprising the product works. And I think one of the reasons the reviews are as positive as they seem is because when you look at the backdrop of other products out there, those products just don't deliver. And those products might be difficult to swallow, they upset people's stomachs, so there's a whole long list of problems. So if I make a product that has no problems associated with it, and all it does is simply deliver on its promise, I think most people are astounded and surprised. And maybe I'm just diminishing the significance of our accomplishment here, because for me it seems pretty straightforward. But I think for those of you out there using the product who have provided those extraordinary reviews, if it wasn't extraordinary, it would be available from some other company, some other product, and that just hasn't been the case. And certainly for us, you could look at products out in stores or on the internet. Virtually all of those products are made by contract manufacturers, meaning some contract manufacturer probably makes thousands of products for hundreds of brands, and that's the norm. Most companies don't invest in creating their own facility as we have. Hundreds of thousands of square feet dedicated to the manufacture of your vitamins. And our facilities are I think it's the world's only factory that's 100% solar powered. Not just vitamin factory, but I'm not aware of any other factory of any kind that's entirely solar powered. So not only do we make a product that's going to behave well for you and deliver the benefits and not cause problems or issues, but it's made responsibly in the context of the world that we live in. Also, our healthy hair, skin, and nail formula, because it's so comprehensive, it almost functions like a bit of a mini multivitamin. So when it comes to the nutrition that you're likely not getting otherwise from your diet, our healthy hair, skin, and nails formula, it really is more than a vanity product because it's really delivering on a nutritional promise that's far more than just the growth of your hair, skin, and nails. And it's a product that delivers a difference that you can see, a difference you will see, and that's what the reviews talk about. The levels of biotin we provide. What I often say, even if your plan and your intent is to use this as a 1 capsule per day product, what I recommend often for the first 2 weeks, 2 to 4 weeks, go with 2 capsules per day. Kind of gets you set up, gets a jump start, kind of a kick start to the metabolism, the chemistry that is the growth of our hair, skin, and nails. And then thereafter, as so many people have done, thereafter you go to 1 capsule per day. And to think that a product that has so much praise lavished on it that I'm so excited to talk about, to think that it's going to cost you about $0.10 a day in the large size if you go a single capsule daily, and most products you're having to take a handful of capsules, is for me incredibly exciting. Of course, nothing makes me more proud than to read the reviews. But what's also exciting to me is know that those reviews are experienced with an investment of pennies. So if whatever your budget might be for vitamins, if it saves you so you can then invest in our omega-3 product or a multivitamin or CoQ10 to support energy production, whatever it might be, my goal is for you to get as much benefit for your investment as you can, because we're all on a fixed budget. And so what I try to do especially is schedule our Today Specials. In fact, a little bit of an apology here because of all that's going on in the world with COVID-19 and the disruption to supply chains and things like that. And the fact that we made a brand new version of our Ultimate Eye, which took a tremendous amount of research and development time and effort. Normally, we're introducing our Healthy Hair, Skin, and Nails Today Special in the middle of July. We're doing so this time in the middle of August. So a little bit of a delay, but hopefully the fact that it's at its best price ever, the best potency, and the best cost per capsule ever, hopefully that softens the blow of it being about 3 or 4 weeks late. So my apologies for that, but it's all part of our carefully contemplating your annual supplement requirements and scheduling them so you can invest the least money possible to get the most product possible. That is always my goal. We're all on a fixed budget. We have to select the products that work best for us. So the fact that today you're getting a product that's 10 times the potency of the original for less than half the cost per capsule of the original. So it's more comprehensive. It delivers 10 times the potency and it's less than half the cost of the original. That for me is exciting to do. Most things over the course of 25 years, even if it was 50% more expensive after 25 years, what's that? That's less than 2% more per year. The fact that it's a fraction of the cost it was, and here we are 25 years later, that's not normal, but it's kind of normal for our world. We always do our very best to maintain price, and if prices ever go up, it's going up pennies over the course of years. So we do our very best to deliver the highest quality, the purest vitamins. That's why we have to make them ourselves. No one else would have the capabilities to do what we do here. If they could, they would be doing it. So we do our very best to make sure you're getting the greatest value, the finest product, the greatest results. And as I said, at the lowest investment possible. And that's what our Today Specials are all about. And I suspect next year we'll be back in July. We'll be back on schedule. So hopefully that covered most of the ground. And the most important thing is you're getting your 5,000 micrograms of biotin, you're getting high potency of MSM, you're getting a full B complex, you're also getting other nutrients to support the growth of the fastest growth, the only tissue in our body, the only system in our body that never stops growing. So it's constantly growing day and night, and it's the largest organ system in our body. So when you combine that, larger than our nervous system, larger than our cardiovascular system, when you combine the fact that it's the largest system in our body and the hungriest system in our body because it's constantly growing, it's no wonder that these unique requirements are virtually impossible to meet with even the healthiest diet. That's what we've accomplished here, and we've accomplished it here for pennies a day. So enjoy. I will see you at midnight. Thanks.